And it's gonna be 3 for 1 runes.
You can run. You should run. You can run. You should run.
And that's gonna be Niku bursted down with a blood grenade. Nice clean first blood. And this time around we actually see it because there was 2 first blood attempts happening across the map. You know, builds better for the late game. No, it's all about which of these carries comes online earlier and harder. And it looks to be the Razor as Woe finally takes that 1 kill that he wants with the level 2 damage drain already. It's not gonna stay that way. As a matter of fact, Pangolier is gonna get absolutely destroyed by him at one point or another. So he's very happy about this XP advantage, trying to hold on to it, making Niku's life as difficult as possible. Niku with the Fairy Fire though still alive, but he can't kite this Pangolier forever. Or maybe he can. That's gonna be some Fiery Spears starting to tick away at Difference and Difference. Yeah, he's realizing that, okay, both of them should just be dead here. But he has so much just from the intelligence that he's gotten from level up and those Iron Branches, that's the whole 6% less damage from the Burning Spears. And that is pretty insane to think about, that just a few Iron Branches and like 1 level advantage mean he doesn't go down there. But that is why all the pros fill their inventory with Iron Branches, with stat items these days, to make sure they can take these close calls, to make sure they can fight like that. Like, Woe is going down 2 days as Niku goes over on the mid lane, also just suffering death at Pangolier's hands once again. And now Niku is losing the 1 lane that he was not intended to lose. Like, yeah, against the Pangolier it can happen, but it's super unlikely that a Huskar loses his lane against the Pangolier. Though now the Pangolier has a Rolling Thunder, and that Rolling Thunder will translate into a perfect got the juice kill. And not only that, but he's pursuing the Phoenix. He will get the Phoenix and Difference, making all the difference in this game, gets himself a killing spree, walks out of there. While the only hero that NAVI Jr. got for that entire engagement was just an Ogre Magi support. Lion gets caught by the Razor, but Razor immediately disengaged thanks to the Gyrocopter. Now Gyrocopter is trying to kill the enemy carry. NAVI Jr., they don't just want to come back into this game, they want to dominate this game. They are the in-your-face aggressive team, of course. Well, both of these teams are kind of in-your-face and aggressive. But at some point I'll just spam freaking a whole day of Dota to make sure I can at least get snotty. As Ridis goes down to Triple S really enjoying this top lane now that he has an ultimate to make it nighttime again. They will try to go for the Gyrocopter, but that will be a huge mistake as Ryan still just takes down. Try to get away, but nope. Nope. Teleports and dies in the exact same server tick. Because right now both of those of course are huge problems. Speaking of huge problems, Difference. Well, he has been making the difference while the mid laning stage was going on, but now he is just gonna go down, and not only that, he will give Lion one of those finger kills, which will help him grow more and more powerful into the late game here. Night Stalker will jump in, will get the Lion. Lion with the silence, just ticking down in a matter of seconds. Niku getting the turnaround chance, so Night Stalker will just back himself up for now. But with 1 Blink Dagger already there, the initiation potential is near, and is paired with that Pangolier and Bad Light follow up. And that is gonna be the Pangolier going in first. Nice Phoenix act though to make sure Difference has to get out of there. Niku will make sure to ult him in the back as he's still armed toggling and looking to just set people on fire. There's that little homing missile going for a run, and oop. There it goes, but maybe Pangolier has made enough difference as the Gyrocopter ultimate is gonna be completely off the mark, and that is gonna be all of that mana, all of those resources used for pretty much nothing. Though NAVI Jr., they say, you know what, we only use the Phoenix ultimate as far as big spells go, we can smoke up and try for more. And with that huge stack, oh boy, Difference dies to the creeps, and now Huskar runs in and says, oh, thank you guys. You guys are getting some creeps low for us, so I don't mind if I do. Niku, well, at least they don't get all of the creeps, but they did get all of the big ones, while Ogre Magi gets fingered down. Still trying to turn, still trying to keep himself relevant. But there we go. Got the juice. We'll say thank you very much for attempting to turn there. That means I can get this kill. Or can he? No. Or yes. Okay. How did they give it to Got the Deuce there? Despite the Lion stun, but still really well played. Navi Jr. looking for a 4-man smoke rotation now. Not quite sure where, but with a nice 2-man Mars Arena, they will catch both the Pangolier and the Ogre Magi, as that will be a good initiation. Countered by an... Oof, never mind. Never mind, the Phoenix Egg does not go off, and now Razor comes in with that BKB. The Phoenix Egg does go off, I mean, but Razor comes in with the BKB and only gets the Lion. And see, that's kind of the awkward thing, because if the Phoenix would have died, Razor would have had a triple kill of his first BKB activation, which was exactly the timing he was looking for. Now Navi Jr., they will escape this fight, having gained not just a gold lead, but having gotten Razor to commit to a team fight, press his BKB and get 0 out of it. This is exactly the kind of edge that Navi Jr. need themselves. It's gonna be homing missile onto Snotty once again. Rip Snotty. You were the best bet that's ever been, but against a flying machine with more guns strapped to it than like would be reasonable ever. You'll see Gyrocopter come in and bam. Turn this around on the side of Navi Jr. Navi Jr. meanwhile between the Huskar, the Lion, and the Gyrocopter. So much damage, exactly the position they needed. Will make sure to focus down the Pangolier to deny the Rolling Thunder completely, because the Rolling Thunder would have been exactly what one move needed. It wasn't great to finally start doing his work. As Gyrocopter though gets caught by an unexpected lasso, Mars still manages to save him, and everybody is running at the Gyrocopter, but they're just giving their lives to Got the Deuce, who will manage to teleport out of there, as it's only a Lion in exchange for half of one move, because they went and gunned for the big kill. And even if they would have lost all 3 of these people for just Got the Deuce's Gyrocopter, it would have been so worth it. But now Navi Jr. are the ones on the chase. As Night Stalker with the BKB, getting himself mauled down, but then turning it around perfectly to get 1 nice kill. Get 2 nice kills with Not Me on the Bat Rider, doing a lot of solid work before Night Stalker gets stuck in the arena with an angry Huskar who still has an Aegis. Once that Aegis gone, and well, they will gladly oblige. But do you really want to fight this against Niku? Well, in comes the Mars, asking that very same question as Niku with the disarm, looking for more. Does kind of have to rely on his regen, will make sure that they deward. Not Me will kill off the Mars, who is of course very susceptible to all of that magical damage. So speaking of all of that magical damage, Not Me, can you deny yourself? Nope, you cannot. As it is going to get chopped out even more with a catapult. Lion goes away from his Huskar for just a split second, gets gone on, but nice magic resistance being used to keep himself alive, at least get a finger out. And now a beautiful arena keeps stays alive just a little bit longer, as he will eventually fall. Huskar is trying to arm the toggle, but with how much he set this Razor on fire, Razor should already be dead. It's just a matter of time with his BKB ending. And well, it's once again only the Lion dying in exchange for a borderline full team wipe. Night Stalker still running for his life, but 31 minutes in, Navi Jr., they're absolutely dominating team fight after team fight, as you simply don't have the tools right now to answer all 3. As Roshan still taking over a minute to respawn, so Navi Jr. may just get impatient. They're 16 flipping 1,000 ahead, which is just insane. But Huskar wants to make that more by jumping out the top lane. Razor though, zoning him away completely, as Phoenix looks to jump on the Ogre. But Huskar gets turned on, will get lassoed, manages to kind of hold his own. And Pangolier comes in to make sure that everybody gets out. Difference needs to be very careful there, but look at that little jump. And Niku, well, he does have a lot of damage, so he should succeed in getting them. It's a matter of time, unless they do manage to get a good jump on him. Nope, already too late. he got what he came for. The catapults will help work on the range track. But just like the final game of the last series, the push is very fast and very definitive with this Huskar front line thanks to his Aegis. He will be getting thrown back as Razor goes for the refresh orb once again. Will be lit on fire for so much damage that even the BKB cannot save him, as Got the Juice starts right-clicking at him as well. And now the Night Dog trying to run away, but he can only flee for so long as Got the Juice will make sure to get him, and with the Lion Finger, easy kill on difference. GG being called 37 minutes in. I would say it was a quite good game, but I do feel bad for the Razor, because, well, Razor just didn't do anything all game. And that's the nature of Razor. That's why people don't play the Razor that much anymore. Because the hero either solo carries teamfights, right, where it's like, well, look at that. But honestly, the people who got like 8k MMR last patch and now just keep their old rank, I gotta say, like, they're pretty freaking impressive. Oh boy, chat has found my Twitter. Don't go there. Besides, it's called X now. But what I do in my private time has no association with EPL. It even says so on my Twitter description. That aren't countered by Shadow Demon just making them hit themselves. But it's few and far between this patch, if you ask me. As it will be Reine. Reine getting killed off. And Mars getting avalanche, getting speared. Daze. Ooh, yeah, there it is. Perfect onto 2. Just to make sure they actually get that kill. I think this is the first time that we're seeing a carry Tiny in this tournament, at least in Season 21 of the EPL, because in Season 20 we saw a bunch of Tiny carries being picked up. As that is gonna be an attempt to go for Daze, at least one return kill, and they will get that one return kill onto the Muerta. Got the Juice. Does he have the stun in time? Ooh, he does. Triple S, you're now in a lot of trouble, my friend. Because, yeah, Triple S could very well become a second carry if he's allowed to free farm, but with Got the Juice being the center of attention for NAVI Jr., they will instead give that huge kill to the Morphling. Tiny isn't farming anymore. Magnus is being besieged under his tower now. As Niku, unafraid, just standing here, kind of saying, hey, my Morphling is free farming. What about your carry? And well, the Tiny sadly is not free farming as a matter of fact. And I'm a big fan of the Tiny carry, but even just losing the Tiny once loses you the game. And this is 2 games in a row where one move put everything on their carry. Where one move say, hey, our carry player is the best player in this entire tournament. He's not gonna be dying. He's not gonna be torn apart. So as long as Muerta support basically maintains this much of gold advantage, the best thing that one move can hope for are these kind of small pickups, and they will get a second one. So at the very least the comeback kills do keep it flowing, but I'm waiting till the Tiny is finally getting enabled. Niku is getting slammed down. Is slamming down different, as yeah, slamming down the tower as well, getting the tier 1 tower for NAVI Jr. After that, you know, you just kind of outscale the Paco because he had to walk back way longer without food. Primal Beast didn't have a perfect start, still he's doing so much work. As Woe goes down, it's once again that huge Tiny dying, but more importantly, it's the Morphling being brought into this team fight, not only to help Muerta get some stacks, but more importantly to get all of that delicious assist money and that kill gold, and Muerta is happy. Like, look at Muerta. Muerta at this point is almost a fourth core here, like 3,000 net worth. No stacks on that ultimate actually, never mind, it was just a little short of getting those stacks. But I'm still really impressed by the Muerta's performance, because this will be such a good run of Ato's timing that Tiny and Magnus both will have really hard time going in, and Lich doesn't even have the ultimate yet, so by the time Lich will have the ultimate, the enablers for Lich can already be counted with that run of Atos being available. And as the game is turning from bad to worse, like, I see 2 ways back into this game. he's just not really the highest damage hero. I think if difference was on like a Void Spirit or a Storm Spirit or something that has actual burst damage that scales, you know? I think this Puck would have an amazing game, but here the Mars tries to go for a defensive arena, will still be shut down with 3 people on top of him, so at the very least difference is making sure that he partakes in any of those kills that he can get. Because yeah, both of the side lanes extremely hard wins for Navi Jr., especially the safe lane over on top though for this Tiny was just a disaster. Daze get killed off by Reine now with a nice Lich ultimate there. Does it tingle? Asks the Lich. And that's gonna be different. Slammed down by the Primal Beast. Daze. First target will be Lich ulted. No ultimate stacks for you, miss. Though that big Lich ultimate, it was 80% of it was 80% of one move damage that actually phases Navi Jr. And the rest is on this Tiny, who guess what is already being ran down. Morphling does not want to lose all of the right damage to the Tiny. But I think Navi Jr. may actually want to fight this. Despite being kind of on enemy territory, Puck will go for the chase onto Primal Beast Niku, who gets saved by an amazing Shadow Demon. And, well, there's the Tiny with the AoE to make sure that we may actually have a game on our hand. Because now, as you can see, Tiny suddenly delivers damage.
Radiant's bottom Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, it's been the game plan the entire game, don't get me wrong. This game basically boils down to keep God the Juice alive. But with the Tiny now finally being fed, well, maybe they can do something about that, as Daze doesn't quite manage to dodge the Lich ultimate, which will now continue flying between the Mars and the Primal Beast. The Primal Beast is super slow, but one final right click in slow motion onto Ryan and will do. Oh no, Mars! He mistimed it, or did he? Did he mistime it, or did he see that Magnus was approaching, going for that RP? Holy crap, I'm not sure if he like mistimed it and got saved by that, or if that was 100% intentional, and like they had vision there. Holy crap, I'm gonna have to check the replay for that one, as Mars now with the Invis will get saved, and Shadow Demon makes sure to put down a nice little ward so they can go hunting for Puck. But holy crap, what a play. Chat, you tell me, was that a mistimed spear or was that a planned spear? But Tiny has to have some kind of comeback condition, right? With like a bajillion status resistance in the late game. What do you build on this Tiny? Like Butterfly? Unironically, guys, I would like personally guess, hey, here I just go Butterfly and crit on the Tiny, so that I have some like evasion and attack speed first to make sure I stay alive, and then I can go for the big damage instead of the usual Tiny carry build. But I'm kind of running out of ideas myself, because this Tiny game is starting to look harder and harder by the second. Trying to set up a nice Lich ult onto Daze, as Daze is just gonna get blown up, but Primal Beast comes in and says nope, our free kills, and the Lich ultimate doesn't phase Niku much. Niku in comparison just has too much health pool, like have morphling, farm safely in all of those dangerous spots, as it looks like Navi Jr. wanna recruit or not. He cancels, but oh, it looks like Daze got himself caught there, and now he's running for his life, but against the Lich ultimate, there is no such thing as a getaway. Does it tingle?
Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is falling.
Daze kills off Reine, and with that we'll get another kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As it is gonna be the top tier at bottom tier 3 tower getting massively machine gunned. Morphling 1 minute on the Aegis. I think he doesn't mind dying here either, but he morphs full strength, turns into the Tiny instead and says, you know what? You want to toss us, I want to toss you right back, and we'll get the Magnus. What a play from God once again. And this is what I mean, where Tiny has great late game scaling, but his late game scaling, like getting to the late game in the first place, assumes that you're 20% richer than the enemy carry. And if you can't facilitate that, then things are looking awfully hard.
Dire's bottom barracks. Dire's bottom barracks.
As Tiny gets ran at, nice toss, but Morphing in the backline is ready to catch the lid. Still doing a lot of damage, and Reine getting killed off by God. The Juice will only set up Morphing for more, as Morphing wanted to go for the puck. Doesn't quite have the vision, but out comes the dust. Puck now having to run away while Morphing is free-farming. Also, the puck passive is really overpowered against the Morphing, because there's like 3 hits flying after the puck that you can all dodge by one single phase shift. So in that regard, very nice for the puck. Now 2 buybacks have been forced out, and we are at a 16,000 gold lead. So I guess this game is going to continue going for at least a couple minutes more, trying to put ourselves back on schedule. And chat is saying draft is weird. Though chat, is the draft weird, or is the way they choose to lane it weird? Because I honestly think One Move's draft could have performed a lot better. Like, a lot of people in chat also thought it was gonna be a carry Magnus instead of like a carry Tiny, and carry Tiny will get himself that Wisdom Rune. Well, we'll just accept dying for that, but that's a 70-second death timer on the biggest source of damage that Move pretty much have going on for themselves. Morphling. Oh, not me! Just walks into the Morphling by pure accident. Oh, that's awkward. He will make sure he gets himself up that high ground and got the dude decides, okay, maybe I shouldn't chase because he's just making space for the Tiny to respawn. But Mars is gonna try his luck with a blink. 4-man smoke with only the Hoodwink kind of being unsmoked. And yes, chat, I agree with you. The draft isn't the problem. The problem is that One Move aren't like comboing people. Look, they finally got a combo. Is it gonna be enough? Maybe, because Morphing is just that for 80 seconds. Holy crap, Caster's Curse in action, but then again, Woe will have to run away as his BKB will not protect him from the physical damage that Primal Beast and Muerta deliver. Muerta will now be running out. Without the Morphling, maybe One Move can turn this around still, as Muerta will be killed off. That is gonna be 14 kills now. Most importantly, the first kill on that carry Morphling, because holy crap. And Rhino will ask, does it tingle? Why, of course it tingles if you are water and get frozen to. Well, there's a few we haven't seen yet, like, I think they still play Putch as well, but you can play 1 Putch. So if anything, it has to be a 3 Putch, which means you have to last pick your 3 position, and there's usually better 3 positions still left than Putch. But I could see them like pick stuff like that later into the tournament. Still Shadow Demon gets killed off instantly. Morphling, well, he was right about one thing, report the Shadow Demon. I'm just joking, of course. But I do like how they're... Oh, Lich tried to snatch the gem, but Mars got it. Puck trying to go for the Mars, but there's the Primal Beast charging in, saying leave my Mars alone. Mars still taking so much damage from a distance, and the tree is gonna fly. Ooh! Spy is back. Magnus didn't get killed, but Navi, they realize all they need to do here is keep the push up, keep got the juice, hitting those Dracs until Megas, they win. But they do need to get the Megas, which may be difficult with the Tiny trying to run down the Morphing, and no, Morphing turned into a puck, and is now just doing his own thing here, as Reddit gets his ward dewarded, is trying to just hold, you know, the back lines, making sure that everybody can retreat to safety, and Morphling indeed will be very happy to retreat to the safety of his Shadow Demon once again. And report Shadow Demon, they say. God, I love Navi Jr., because if you banter your own teammate while also bantering the enemy team, then you know that a team is like made for playing Dota. Like, that's how you become an actual Eastern European Dota team, right? You talk so much trash that you blame your own teammates just as much as the enemy. I mean, I am kind of sad that, you know, the most hyped series of the day kind of turning out like this. On the other hand, though, if we do get like a rematch, or well, even any games that are gonna be played by one move in the lower brackets are gonna be an amazingly close back and forth between them. So Morph trying to jump onto the hoodwink, not quite getting that jump. And Morphling getting dragged out of position, once again getting tossed into the fountain, getting RP'd in the fountain. But I guess that's one move's biggest damage combo. Toss RP somebody into the fountain. Morphling has a second life, but is he gonna be able to do anything with it at all? Well, with the waveform, he's still trying to destroy fountain shots. There is a Mars Arena drop to protect him, and even in the fountain, they fail to kill the Morphling. As Morphling just morphs into a different hero once again, trying to skewer out, they will finally have him. But as you can see, they're just missing too much damage on the side of one move. One move, actually no! One move are saying, you know what, it ain't over till it's over, we're gonna kill you all in our fountain, but Primal Beast, he won't have none of that. Too tanky for the fountain. Magnus just says, screw you, we go in again, but nope. And now Primal Beast just voluntarily runs in to kill off the Puck, knowing that Puck is gonna die back. And they're not calling GG, because I think a lot of people are laughing about this fountain gameplay on both sides right now. I think they're actually enjoying themselves here and just, you know, having a little bit of fun. Because, like I said, I think it's over from the moment that Tiny dies twice without having a single kill. And I think both teams kind of realized that and started going for fun. Well, Navi Jr. didn't just play fun Dota immediately, and neither did one move, of course. But, like, you know, the longer the game goes on, the more chill, the more loosely they're taking it. Primal Beast will get himself going out of position. Once again into the fountain he goes, but with that Mars Arena, Morphling says, you know what, we're just gonna end. However, there is a fortification and Tiny ready to respawn, but now the Tiny's dead for 2 minutes, and that's gonna be a lot of the damage gone from the side of one move. Then again, one move, they still have one of their main damage dealers alive, the fountain, but without the Magnus, it is not gonna be of any use, because the fountain, much like a Medusa, she requires